Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 11 in the NFL right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com, and I've asked him to cover the Carolina Panthers game this week. Joe Duffy, Carolina Panthers, unbelievable, right? 9-0 straight up, 7-2 against the spread. They have had their doubters. Some sharp money has been doubting them at times over the past bunch of weeks, but Carolina has proved them all wrong. You know, on our YouTube channel, a lot of people were saying that Carolina was going to handle the Titans no problem last week. The Titans took sharp action reportedly, supposedly. Carolina very impressively on the road got the cover. Now they're a 7 or 7.5 point home favorite. The total's 45 or 45.5. And of course, the Redskins off of a dominant win against the Saints. We know that no NFL team is ever as good as they look when they're at their best, playing flawlessly. And that applies very much to Washington here. I don't know. Do you want to take Carolina minus 7 or 7.5? My thought is maybe a shot with the over at 45. What's your take on this game, Joe? Go with Carolina again?
Yeah, well, Peter, you were certainly right where the public did a better job than the Sharps last week. We've had a spectacular year, although last week, not one of the weeks that I'm most proud of, and I did have the Titans. So, yes, we Sharps were all over the Titans, but the Panthers are definitely one of the top teams in the NFL because on both the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball, so their record is legit, and I think people are underestimating how good their offense is because we live in this fantasy football era where people become obsessed with these high-powered, up-tempo teams. That's not what Carolina is. I still think, you know, years ago I used to love those smash-mouth, keep the defense off the field teams because of the rule changes. It's not quite as easy in this age, but Carolina proves you can still do it that way. Look, Washington off of a rare big win. Underdogs, though, of 7 or more off of a win of 29 or more are just 5-10 against the spread. Now, again, our database goes back to 1989, so 15 games, 5 winners, 10 losers does not necessarily a great angle make, but it verifies what my observation has always been when you have a team that's off such a big win, but they're an underdog here. There's always a certain regression to the mean, and last week was a little bit of an aberration, and another one of those golden rules a lot of people say, you know, you don't want to overanalyze. Gamblers weigh too heavily what happened the week before, and that angle does kind of verify that Washington in a similar situation does. Now, most importantly, Peter, Kirk Cousins has possibly the most amazing splits in the NFL right now. He's got a 112.8 home quarterback rating, but only 66.3 on the road. Redskins are outscored by 12 points per game on the road. Maybe if this game were being played in Washington, it'd be a whole different story, but the Carolina, I still think because of the doubters, they'll have plenty of motivation. They will destroy Washington.
All right, Joe Duffy taking Carolina minus 7. Can't say disagree with that, and I'm thinking about a shot with the over 45. Not sure what I think about that, Joe Duffy. Do you have anything to say about that?
I didn't really have a very strong opinion on the total.
Okay, fair enough. But we know you have lots of strong opinions every week at your website, your for-pay picks, your premium picks. Tell us about that, Joe.
We do. You know, that last week's sprint wasn't so great, but the marathon, phenomenal. One of the great years in NFL handicap, NFL and college football, actually. We've even been better in college football. Already got a big portfolio for this weekend. College basketball in full swing. Just visit offshoreinsiders.com for all the details, baby.
Thanks, Joe.